Hi guys, the scientist that I'm going to talk about for a few minutes is a person by the name of J.J. Eldridge. Now J.J. Eldridge is an astrophysicist who gained a PhD from Cambridge University in 2005. Now with that PhD they've worked at Paris at the Institute of Astrophysics there, at Belfast University, and currently they're employed as a lecturer of astrophysics, a professor no less, at Auckland University in New Zealand. Now JJ identifies as non-binary, so as well as all this awesome physics work, they've put a lot of time and effort into forwarding the diversity in the science community over in New Zealand, and even to the point that they were nominated for a Hero Award by the LGBT+ community in New Zealand. Now as well as all this work on stars, the reason that I'm a fan of this particular physicist is that they do a lot of work on science fiction and comparing science fiction to science fact. And they give talks and lectures on whether films that are made, the science in these sci-fi films actually holds up to what would happen in real life. So when things are in space, or whether there's something, a volcanic eruption, they look at these films and say, actually, is that what would really happen? And pick apart the sci-fi using real science, which is something that I really enjoy looking at as well. So there you go, that's J.J. Eldridge.
I'm going to talk to you about Dr. Ruth Gates, who was a marine biologist who worked primarily at the Institute for Marine Biology in Hawaii, but she also was a professor, a postdoctoral researcher at UCLA in Los Angeles from 1998 to 2003, where I actually studied at UCLA between 1998 and 1999. Most of her work was based around coral and coral reefs. She established the Gates Coral Lab at the Hawaii Institute for Marine Biology, which still is running. One of the things she's most famous for is identifying a group of corals that are able to resist bleaching events called supercorals. Now, these corals, as I said, they're able to resist bleaching events, which is one of the biggest threats that are facing coral reefs presently, and it's due to an increase in sea temperature. These specific corals, she thought, may be able to help with the corals that were affected by bleaching events, and so what she thought was that maybe they could transpose the algae from the supercorals into the non-supercorals and help save the reefs. She also did an excellent Netflix documentary that's still on Netflix called Chasing Coral, where she talks a lot about her work and why she did it. Thank you very much.